Alright, what's going on, everybody? And in today's Goon Explains video, we're going to be diving into a highly debated topic, the most skilled fighters in the Marvel Universe. Now, this list, in my opinion, is going to be a lot more interesting than most lists, because I will be considering this from the standpoint of your skill as a fighter total. Like, how many different types of threats you can fight, how skilled you are in the different areas of combat. It's going to be a fun list. Obviously, there's about 15 to 20 other Marvel characters that could easily qualify for this list, and if you argued for them to be on it, I wouldn't be mad at you. So I am going to follow this up with a Marvel Fighter tier list video where I throw about 30 characters in there. But for now, this is my top 10. Again, the more I read comics, the list could change, so we might revisit this one day. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy this, and in the comment section, after you see my video, let me know your particular list. And if you want to see your favorite character on this channel or my other channel, The Coffee Shop, make sure to hit me up on Discord to talk about purchases. And for those that have been missing the consistent Jobbers and Goons videos, we're going back to that this week. Every day will be a Jobbers and Goons video, so it's going to be a blast. I hope you guys enjoy this, and without further ado, let's begin. So in terms of skilled fighters, this is an analysis of how productive they are based on the definition, and how skilled and how much prowess they have as warriors or fighters across the spectrum of threats they fight. So to start off the list at number 10, I have Hercules. Now, on top of obviously being an ascended god, Hercules has been fighting since literally for eons and generations. He can scrap the god of war, no problem, who's skilled in all facets of war, given that's literally his job. Hercules, on top of this, essentially created grappling and has put high-tier skilled characters like Thor in unbreakable headlocks and can usually just grapple the shit out of anybody. His prowess on the battlefield, his legacy as a skilled fighter, and his acumen in fighting both mortal and immortal threats easily lands Hercules on this list, in my opinion. Now, next, this might be a little interesting to you. We have Wolverine. Now, the reason Wolverine made the list, I know we always joke him as both a jobber and a goon. By the way, if y'all want to see a list of jobbers that are also goons, hit me up in the comment section. I might drop that as a goon video special. But in particular, this character, actually Wolverine's not next. I'm sorry. Number 9 is Blade. Okay. Now let me explain Blade. I don't think a lot of people are as well versed on his Marvel appearances and such, but Blade has a lot of crazy skilled feats throughout its time. As a specialized vampire soldier, essentially, Blade has dealt with crazy threats from both the natural to supernatural, mortal to immortal. He's easily able to, skill-wise, go toe-to-toe with a possessed Spider-Man, several Doom bots. He's able to go toe-to-toe with Deadpool and casually just outskill him. He's trained in both the conventional martial arts and supernatural methods of hunting, essentially due with his physicality, his physical traits, and his training and experience in both natural and unnatural forms of combat. Blade is one of the most versatile fighters in the Marvel universe. Now, kind of spoiled number 8, but we have Wolverine. Now, Wolverine, I wouldn't be mad if you swapped him in Blade, but Wolverine, to me, you kind of have to give him credit too with his prowess on the battlefield. I mean, Wolverine has fought so many characters that are just so much superior to him in physicality and like physical gifts, but his skill and his resiliency as a fighter, as well as his ability to hone in for the kill, has made him just one of the hardest characters to beat. Examples of his skill: he's gone toe-to-toe with Iron Fist in martial arts, strictly sparring, and actually bested him. He's gone toe-to-toe with Captain America for several hours before and held his own in skill. One of the best trackers and hunters in the world. Essentially, evading him is one of the hardest things to do out of all the characters. His ability to hunt, his training in conventional martial arts, unconventional killing, his experience as an X-Men and Avenger and fighting threats for both here and beyond. I mean, there's so many things in so many ways Wolverine has learned and honed his skills throughout the year. Now, does he use it all the time? That's another argument to have, but overall, Wolverine is indeed one of the most skilled warriors in all of Marvel. Now, next we have a character I think a lot of people sleep on in Marvel Comics for his skill. Now, Kraven was a tricky one to place, but then again, so are all the other characters, so hear me out on this one. So Kraven, in my opinion, is just a more skilled version of like Wolverine. Like in terms of being a hunter, he's the superior hunter to Wolverine in practical skill, as well as taking down opponents and foes on the hunt. Wolverine has better physical attributes, whereas Kraven is so meticulous in the way he prepares and the way he fights that he's just better at the hunt. Now, in terms of his acumen and skill, obviously he can thrash Spider-Man in skill, take down essentially any beast to ever exist on Marvel's Earth. He's also taken his hunt to realms from the beyond and hunted literal god beings and god creatures. His prowess has allowed him to take down beings that can destroy characters that are arguably Herald tier. His actual skill, martial arts, I mean, he got in a fight, a 2v1 with Black Widow and Daredevil, and they did absolutely nothing to him. Like, he laughed at them and kind of thrashed them. So, his skill, ability, poise, and experience battling literally all types of beings and creatures. I just think Kraven's one of the trickiest and most versatile in terms of skill fighters in the Marvel Universe, because he can turn the fight into a hunt as well, which is scary. Next, now just a slept on combatant in general. Coming in at number 6, we got my girl Gamora. Now, Gamora, on top of obviously just being a famous member of the Guardians of the Galaxy and going on all these cosmic spanning adventures and fights, Gamora has learned like over 80% of known martial arts throughout the galaxies. She's considered the most dangerous woman in the universe as a hunter and skilled killer. She is trained in countless forms of martial arts, both conventional, unconventional, all the assassination techniques she can find. She's built, trained, and physically molded to be essentially the perfect fighter and killer. And I mean, characters, she can go up against Thanos, who's like massively above her physically. Obviously, in skill, she can thrash the fellow members of the Guardians of the Galaxy. She's considered like up there in skill with the top tiers of Marvel, including characters like the Fallen One, who's learned millions of forms of martial arts. I mean, all these forms she's learned, used, and honed over the years makes Gamora one of the scariest skilled fighters and warriors in the Marvel Universe, and she definitely earned her place on this list. That is it for the first 5. The next 5 will be posted tomorrow, because quite frankly, still not sure how I'm going to order the front 5, so y'all will see it tomorrow. But let me know what you guys think of the 10 through 6 so far, and who you think will be the top 5 tomorrow. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, check out all my videos. It's been your boy Jobbers and Goons, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.